have to say, Cao Cao's persistence is becoming a real pain. The situation was uncertain for a while, but thanks to you, we made it to Zhengxia in one piece. Of course not! As if the great Zhang Fei of Yan could even be scratched by the likes of them. We were outnumbered, but it was nothing we couldn't handle. Definitely not compared to the battles Brother has awaiting him. I can barely even imagine how much work it's gonna take to build his ideal world. A place where everyone can live as they wish. I ain't nearly as cunning as Zhuge Liang, but if he points my blade in the right direction, that's where I'll swing. You know, I've thought it over often enough, but in the end, fighting's about all I can bring to the table. Anyway, if Brother's gonna be taking on overwhelming odds, I guess I'll just have to use my overwhelming might to clear a path for him. Well, that may be what I always do, but having a clear goal in mind takes some of the weight off of my shoulders for some reason. I don't really like the way Zhuge Liang talks, but I guess I ought to give credit where credit is due.
You did an impressive job protecting my brother in such dire circumstances. Allow me to express my thanks once again. You have done far more than that. We could hardly have made it this far without you on our side. Lord Lu Qi, the ruler of Chengsha, and an acquaintance of Lord Zhuge Liang, has promised to lend us his aid. But as I'm sure you know, Cao Cao's forces will neither bend nor break so easily. The many talented officers under his banner will no doubt demonstrate their might and their cunning on the battlefield. To call them the strongest army in the realm would be no exaggeration. Our brother faces no greater threat than this. However, we have no choice but to overcome them. Brother now has an ambition to fulfill, and people to protect. All that remains is to make his dream a reality.
It pains me to admit it, but I was in over my head. My desire to lead the people to freedom led to some losing their lives. Even so, I just had to try. The people of Jing wanted me to lead them. Needed me to. If I had left them behind, I could never again have spoken of my ideal for a world in which all can live as they wish. My chagrin is undeniable, and yet, abandoning my ambitions would be even more unbearable. That would be the same as abandoning myself, the man who is loved by his people. Our troubles have yet to pass. We may face further sacrifice if we are to rout Cao Cao. Yet, I shall fight to the very end and fulfill my aspirations. For the sake of those who are devoted to me. I suppose that sounds like something Lord Cao Cao would say. Perhaps it is only now that I bear the weight of these lives on my shoulders that I am able to stand shoulder to shoulder with such a giant. At any rate, let us wait for Zhuge Liang. I trust that his return shall herald an alliance with Wu.
We have returned.
Oh, greetings, my friends. How went negotiations?
The fleet commanded by Wu's General Zhou Yu awaits at Fan Ko. ready for battle. Before long, they shall take up arms against Cao Cao's advanced force.
Then that means...
Indeed, Lord Xuan Chuan has decided to join hands with Lord Liu Bei in his fight against Cao Cao.
Well, auspicious news indeed. You have my sincere thanks, Lord Lu Su.
I fear that without Zhuge Liang's tenacity, Wu may have long since chosen surrender.
Tenacity, you say?
I suppose it was necessary to draw those advocating surrender into a debate. He acted as quite the villain, to put it lightly.
No need to hold back. I'm sure he wasn't acting. After all, he's always had a disagreeable personality.
We're in front of the man himself. Allow me to keep my opinions to myself.
Even if we secured an alliance with Wu, the fact remains that our forces are scarce in number. That Lord Sun Quan decided to fight with us means he must have seen some chance of winning. And what is this path to victory that you have envisaged?
To compensate for our numerical disadvantage, we will intercept the enemy on the river. After discussions with Lord Zhou Yu, we decided the battle would take place at Chibi in Jing. There, we will rendezvous with Wu's navy.
So, we're taking the fight to the water. Perhaps that may offer some chance of winning.
Most of Cao Cao's men were raised north of the Central Plains. To speak plainly, they are inexperienced when it comes to naval combat. The people of Wu, conversely, were practically born with their sea legs. No doubt this will offer a huge advantage in the fighting ahead.
Still, this is Cao Cao we're facing. Surely he will attack with enough numbers to cancel out that advantage. Yet, on the water, such caution will only work against him.
That massive fleet, tired from the long journey, will be disorganized. Fatigue will lower morale, and the Yangtze will hamper their maneuvers. The enemy won't be able to deploy quickly, which will effectively immobilize them.
And when that happens, we shall set them ablaze. Thus shall Cao Cao's forces lose any hope of fleeing and sink into the Yangtze.
Amazing. Do you truly think we could pull off such a feat?
This is no time for conjecture, my lord. We simply must. Our lives depend on it.
Lord Lu Su. Yes. Yes. It is as you say. All the more reason for us to hurry to the rendezvous. To Chibi, with all speed.
A moment, Pang Tong. I wish to speak with you.
Well, well. So you're the one to call on me this time, Zhuge Liang. I distinctly expressed that I've no intention of putting my neck on the line. Or have you forgotten?
Even for me, the very idea of dragging a dear friend into battle pains me to no end.
All the more reason to leave then, don't you think? I have no desire to ally with Wu, or any of you.
Are you sure about that? Cao Cao is constantly seeking talented individuals. He may already have his sights set on you. If Jing falls into his grasp, your days of peace are over. You'd be forced into a life of vagabonding or supplication to Cao Cao.
Is that a threat? Sorry, but that won't work on me. The capture of Jing is well within my calculations.
I see. Then you leave me no choice. I didn't want to have to use this last resort, but here we are.
Last resort? Well, I'll be damned. So they've got you doing their dirty work for them, have they?
You're close with him, are you not? Perhaps you could put in a good word for us?
I almost feel guilty for causing you to be dragged out here. Oh, if it were anyone but you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to refuse if it meant damaging your reputation. You're as insidious as ever, Zhuge Liang. Fine, fine. Just this once.
Your support is most appreciated, Pang Tong.
Just remember that I will support you as I see fit, and at my discretion. Still, I don't mean to cause you any trouble. Don't you worry about that.
I know it is late in the night, but I have something urgent to discuss with you. Yes. There is a task that I wish to entrust to you. A highly significant one at that. The plan I shared with Lord Liu Bei, setting fire to Cao Cao's ships. Such a strategy is no assured victory. There is one major hole in the plan. Cao Cao's forces will march southward, and thus, they will naturally take up camp to our north. This time of year, the winds of the Yangtze River Basin blow from the west and the north. But if we simply set Cao Cao's ships ablaze, the northern wind will scatter the flames, preventing them from spreading to the entire fleet. Cao Cao knows this very well, and likely intends to take up position to the north. Indeed, we must detect that exact moment. And your power, the power to read the wind, is up to the challenge, is it not? Perhaps due to the climate or terrain, a southern wind sometimes blows down from the cliffs of Chibi at night. I need you to sense that change coming and give the signal to loose our flames. You have my thanks. In order for our fire attack to succeed, we must exploit all means at our disposal. This is a vital task I could entrust to no other. Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but we're counting on that power of yours. Victory or defeat is in your hands.
Confirmed in due course.
confront Cao Cao in a battle that will decide our future!
We prepared as best we can. All that's left is for us to believe in each other and fight through to the end.
Hold your heads high! This is a fight we will win!
Cao Cao's forces seem to have responded to their defeat by changing their formation. They have linked their ships together into a solid platform, which will enable them to fight as if they are on land. I suppose such quick decision-making is to be expected from the ruler of the Central Plains.
But this time, those quick wits of his will be the cause of his downfall. Pang Tong's abilities have proven to be very impressive indeed. For one so reluctant to join us, he has greatly exceeded expectations.
Lord Pang Tong was tasked with infiltrating the enemy ranks to offer a proposal to Cao Cao. A plan to prevent his ships from rocking, that is.
A fire attack against a scattered fleet would give the flames no path to spread, rendering it largely ineffective. Having their vessels clustered together and bound by chains will make the fire much more devastating.
In short, Lord Pang Tong's scheme is but the first step in our greater plan to defeat Cao Cao's army.
The chain stratagem, implemented by connecting several plans together in order to topple a powerful foe.
Still, we must keep in mind that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And for that reason, we cannot abide even a single failure. We must all be aware of the consequences of the slightest mistake.
Have you heard? It seems Huang Gai has disappeared from the prison.
How did he break out of such grievous injuries? I can't imagine he could have escaped on his own.
No one knows where the enemy soldiers who surrendered in the last battle are either. You can bet they had something to do with it. Huang Gai a traitor? It almost defies belief. Oh? Well, we haven't seen you around these parts in a while. So, you've been at Lord Liu Bei's side, have you? I suppose I can be honest with you. The truth is, Huang Gai may have turned traitor.
Not only has he been openly criticizing Lord Sun Quan of late, but his actions have been consistently suspicious. What's more, when Zhou Yu questioned him on his behavior, he carelessly spoke of having made contact with Cao Cao.
After that, he was flogged and thrown into the prison. Yet now, not a soul knows where he is. According to the man himself, he found Lord Suan Chuen lacking in caliber. Though if you ask me, I observed no such misgivings.
Regardless, if Huang Gai has defected to the enemy, Cao Cao may be aware of our plans. We must proceed with the utmost caution in the next battle.
To make Lord Liu Bei's ambitions a reality, we must realize the Longzong plan. And, in order to do so, we must first win this battle without fail. I'll say it again, but this mission relies on the outcome of the fire attack. As such, we will give the command to go into battle the moment you sense a change in the wind. Has the wind shown any sign of changing soon? Understood. Then we shall mobilize our troops at once.
Let's begin. Now then.
Yes.
Oh?
Yes. Do you mind?
Fine. Aye.
Shall we start?
My time has come.
I'm counting on you.
We've done all that we can.
Let's go.
Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle! This battle is ours for the taking!
For the sake of our inalienable ambitions, we must take command of this battle.
All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Fence now!
All units, strengthen your guard. Repel the hostile offensive.
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
We will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have.
We must not let them reach land. Loose arrows at will.
Test my skills against you!
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
We can't let them take this position.
I must hold it!
bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Well, I still can. What am I going to do with you?
Everything is going well so far. I'd say it's just about time to land another blow. Begin the advance!
Still here they get behind us. This just became a lot more complicated.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This isn't over. Just starting.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got this. What just happened?
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
We may not be able to make it through this.
No. It can't be. No. It can't be. Is that it? Just starting this. Not done yet.
The enemy officer
Still needed.
has been defeated.
That means I must fall back for now.
We must maintain a constant barrage of arrows. Keep the enemy reinforcements at bay to protect our archers.
It's time.
We'll provide the backup.
Heading for the altar.
Old fan, his appearance. That must be the sleeping dragon, Zhuge Liang. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side. March forward!
As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line with my predictions.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously?
Let's go. Let's go.
The enemy officer. I will now begin the prayer. We must distract the enemy while carrying out the most vital part of the plan. I know this will be hard, but the enemy officer, I am counting on you has been defeated.
Losing Lord Zhuge Liang means losing this battle. Guard him with your lives.
No matter how you slice it.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated, but I will continue to fight without complaint.
Now is our chance to press the attack, to take victory for ourselves. Advance the fleet. These ships, is ours for the taking.
So they've arrived. Still, it's not yet time. We have to endure their assault for now.
The enemy officer, Cao Cao's been defeated, has been scattered. And the enemies advancing on our position have been eliminated. I think it's safe to say that our distraction was a success. You should go now to aid our allies on the other fronts. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This appears to be as far as we go. We've lost our archers in the east. The enemy's offensive will go on unimpeded now.
Commence the advance. Annihilate the enemy with our fleet. Now, advance!
This was for the history books.
Gotta be quicker.
officer has been defeated.
That's what I call intense. I'm all fired up.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I shall show you no mercy. Get out of my sight if you wish to live. Commence the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
With one guy? I can't believe it. He really defected from U.
I lacked the foresight to predict his betrayal.
The enemy officer
I shall take responsibility for this failure and stop him here.
now advance.
Come. Sure will. At this point, there is nothing left to say.
Indeed, our blades shall do the talking.
Come, bring him down and face me. Going my way today.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are not going to like the outcome of this encounter.
Claim another victory in the name of my brother.
Making my way out.
We are not giving up. Not here. We keep going.
All my might. Our eastern front is being overwhelmed. We should send the rear guard to bolster our defenses there.
Now we must forward.
The enemy officer has been
The enemy
defeated.
has breached the altar room. Please eliminate them at once.
Have I failed somewhere? I shall analyze later. For now, I must pull back.
The enemy officer
I shall
been
pull back
defeated.
for now. However, we shall meet in battle again. You are here. Lend me a hand to get out of this mess.
I, Jung-Ho, shall be your adversary.
Take that.
Here we go.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
The enemy
There's
officer
no virtue in
has
dying
been
for
defeated.
so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
Everyone is holding up well, but Cao Cao's forces still have the edge. If our chance to turn the tide does not come soon.
So, even you're here.
You are no match for me!
Be a tough fight, then.
No way!
Let's go. We cannot make our move under these circumstances. We must fall back and attempt to regroup. Let's go.
Guy has retreated. Even so, our forces are exhausted. We should fall back and regroup.
Rushed in to aid me. You don't know what this means to me.
Come, I, Chief One, shall take you on!
Are you ready to face me?
Believe in your commander. Forward!
Everything is lining up perfectly. Now, all we need is the wind. The rest is up to you.
The enemy officer
has been defeated.
I shall retreat now, so that I may fight again another day.
You're giving the signal now. Anyone could see that it's much too soon. You must wait for the perfect moment. Be patient, and think carefully. Behold my power! The enemy officer
An excellent display
has
of
been
skill.
defeated.
We shall fight again.
The wind is already beginning to change. Do you not feel it yet? This is our chance. Now, let the plan lead us down the path to victory.
Oh, the signal! Ah, a lovely wind. To truly bury Cao Cao's forces in flames, one must strike them from deep within. Who better than I for the task?
I see. Given that you've been willing to oppose even allies in the name of Wu, everyone would find your defection believable. But doing this will result in much grief for you, Lord Huanggai. Are you still willing?
Truth be told, acting the betrayer is more painful than 1,000 lashings, Zhou Yu. However, it is even worse to fail to protect my people. Lord Cao Cao, this is where you and I part ways. So please accept this grand apology! These flames are the roar of Wu's counterattack!
Fire! It's spreading!
They've timed the fires with the change in the wind. Liu Bei and Sun Quan must have the heavens on their side.
So we have a duel then. Be warned, I shall not hold back.
We only stand to suffer greater losses the longer we stay here. All units, retreat! Post haste!
We seem to have gained the upper hand. The tide is turning in our favor.
You have done well to survive. Now, it's time to give them hell! Advance! Shape the world to our will! Forward march!
The ships go up in flames, one after the other. Chaining them together for better footing proved to be our downfall. There is no greater suggested this was enough, Pantong. If I did not know better, I would say.
Yes, indeed. Your presumption is on the mark. My allegiance is with them. Farewell, Shishu. I hope we can meet again. Someday.
The winds really changed to make the fire attack possible. Lord Zhuge must be some kind of sorcerer. So, I will come to be known not as a strategist, but as a trickster. I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice of my pride for our cause. Well, my part here is done. I must go now to plan for the next battle.
We can launch a counterattack once we reach the other side. For now, focus on retreating and minimizing our losses.
The enemy officer
No
has
matter
been defeated.
what, neither flame nor sword will touch him.
So, these chains were part of the enemy's plan. Then, we'll need to remove them quickly.
Yes, I agree. Preventing further sacrifices is my top priority now.
We can just avoid the flames. All is not yet lost. Quickly, regroup your units. This is where we make our stand.
Many of the ships are burning down. We need to make sure we take the right path forward. It looks like Cao Cao's forces are gathering on the northern coastline. We are to face them. We must be prepared.
Shouldn't have been.
My fire attack was
The enemy officer has been defeated.
exhausted. If we all work together, victory will be ours. The fire that burns the very heavens is a manifestation of our will. Cao Cao's days are numbered. Now, advance! I think that should do. Let's cut off the fire's path.
This will reduce the damage to our forces. But we should have noticed their plan before they initiated their fire attack.
I may not change the world. But at least, I can save the lives of the people around me. And that is enough for me. I would rather keep my eyes on the earth and gaze blindly at the heavens.
Aimlessly attacking will do nothing but drain us. So, we're gonna hang back here. Let's turn the tides in.
That did not go as planned. I must try again later.
This is our chance. Now charge!
This area will make a fine addition to our territory. There we go. All right, come on. I can handle you. No problem.
No chance to rekindle an old relationship. These turbulent times dictate such things.
I won't give you time to argue.
Looking rough. Looking rough.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This is what we've been waiting for.
Attack!
Gotta be quicker. This is quite the embarrassment. I think we're gonna have to pull back.
You really had us deceived. It took some nerve for you to make a fool out of me.
The battle isn't over yet. It's time for us to finish this.
One of whose strongest officers! I have come for your head, Cao Cao! Prepare to meet your end!
The enemy officer has been
Let us
defeated.
withdraw. We must fight against the chains of destiny a little longer.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
officer! Bows before the might of the Sun family!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's do this when you're ready!
This officer bows before the might of the Sun family! Bear witness to my power.
My pride.
The enemy officer
I can barely
has
hold
been
my
defeated.
weapon anymore. Maybe it's time to call it a day.
take this. Take that. Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I cannot fall here. Let's go. For the sake of every soul who has died in my name, I must flee. I must survive at all costs. I must be ready to do whatever it takes.
I suppose we shouldn't have expected Lord Cao Cao to be so easy to defeat. The real battle is yet to come.
Lord Liu Bei, Lord Zhuge Liang has already put a new plan into place. We should begin our pursuit as well.